Anti-dumping actions are actions taken by a government to prevent another country from exporting products into Australia for a price lower than their actual value. So the other country is prevented from dumping their products in Australia. The reason for anti-dumping actions is that dumping like this can put local industry at risk, even where the local industry would be competitive with the imported products if the imported products were sold at a sensible price. In 1984, the Industry Minister John Button formed the view that overhead ceiling fans were being dumped into the Australian market by manufacturers in Hong Kong, which back then was still a free and open democracy. Minister Button imposed a tariff on ceiling fans designed to bring their price up to their actual value. Wattmaster was a company involved in importing ceiling fans. They felt that the tariff was unfair because the minister had not considered the terms of trade available in Hong Kong compared to the terms of trade available in Australia. They challenged the decision on the basis that the minister had failed to take into account a matter which the minister ought to have considered. They won. In the meantime, however, they had paid over $115,000 in tariffs. That's more than $350,000 in current terms. Real money. So a question came up as to whether the tariff decision should be quashed from the date of the court decision on the administrative challenge, or whether it should be quashed from the very start, in which case the importers could get their money back. The full court found, in essence, that if an order was quashed, then usually the expectation would be that the decision was considered null and void, that it was considered never to have been a proper decision. Justices Shepherd and Wilcox said, a decision made in purported exercise of a statutory discretion, but which is affected by a relevant irregularity, will normally be treated as valid until successfully impugned by an appropriate plaintiff. But once the decision is held to be bad in law, it will be treated as being invalid, at least insofar as substantive rights are concerned, as from the date upon which it was made. This case teaches us that if a decision is quashed, the decision itself ceases to have any effect, and this is usually backdated to the date of the initial decision.